Hello, my name is Shauna Lemke. I am an independent consultant specializing in food and ag regulatory science and communication with a background in toxicology and human nutrition. I've recently had the pleasure of working and collaborating with a lot of sustainability scientists as well. And one of the topics that's at the forefront these days is soil health. And so today I am pleased to present to you a proposal that could focus on better understanding the relationship between soil health and human health. Let's start with a little bit of background and context on this. So soil science, like a lot of sciences, has deep roots more than 100 years ago with early discoveries that were quite reductive in nature, meaning one of the most important first discoveries was that nutrients like nitrogen in the soil were critical for increasing plant productivity. This was an amazing discovery because fertilization of soil led to greater productivity of crops and had major impacts on food security. But of course, that's not the entire story with soil. And over the decades, additional research understood the importance of soil conservation, preventing erosion for water quality, as well as the health of the soil. And more recently, a more expansive definition of soil health has emerged, one that, of course, recognizes the importance of nutrients and contaminants in soil, but a lot of focus now on building soil organic carbon and the benefits that can have, as well as the complexity of the soil microbiome. And so as effort is put into understanding this and developing practices to improve soil health, the question is, what impact does this have, if any, on health, food safety, nutrition of food? And so we envision a project here that would first and foremost focus on creating some research questions. And so there are probably two large categories we could consider at the beginning. First, there is a lot of research, a lot of commitments being made by the food value chain to increase the use of soil health practices in row crops like corn and soy. These are products that are really important for producing animal feeds as well as for refined ingredients. And so if we focused in this area, the question would be, how do these new soil health practices change the nutritional profile of animal foods or human foods? Are there other impacts like mycotoxin contamination that these practices might change for the better or worse? A different research focus could be on more minimally processed or foods eaten whole, like fruits or vegetables or nuts. And here again, the research questions could be various, anything from the nature of microbial contamination to positive microbes and changes in nutrients and phytonutrient levels influenced by soil health practices. So what we envision as outcomes for this kind of work is first and foremost establishment of a committee, a network of public and private scientists with the breadth of scientific experience to tackle these complex issues. And with that group focusing on those couple of research questions and then conducting a comprehensive literature review and synthesis to understand the state of the science, which would allow us then to identify gaps and set research priorities. And of course, given the breadth of the ILSI network, the ability to bring together different sectors, building off a lot of the ag research, but bringing into that as a network that can then layer on that human health research element. So in conclusion, given the global scale of agriculture, I think it's important to understand how these changes that are being made in soil management practices that are focused really on environmental outcomes, how we might understand their impact on human health as well. So I look forward to feedback from the group and hopefully collaboration on such a project. And last but not least, I'd just like to congratulate ILSI for launching its new science research program. Thank you.